This is the Copper Cycle Lab by Braden Pearson. In step 1, we watched Miss Johnston combine copper and nitric acid, creating copper nitric acid. When nitric acid is added, brown smoke is emitted from the copper, and it's a synthesis reaction with and it becomes it goes from copper plus hydrogen, nitric acid, and it turns into copper nitric acid. In the second step, we added sodium hydroxide to create copper hydroxide and sodium nitrate. In it, you can find chunks of a blue solid that are formed after sodium hydroxide is added to the solution. There's a double replacement equation going from copper nitrate plus a sodium hydroxide to become copper hydroxide and sodium nitrate. In this next step, we added heat. So it starts out with copper hydroxide, and it turns into copper oxide and hydrogen. After boiling, the color changes from a light blue to a dark brown / black color. It's a decomposition reaction going from copper hydroxide, and it turns into the copper oxide plus hydrogen because it's decomposition. In this next step, it's copper oxide, which is we had from the last equation, and it still is copper oxide. The solid is more condensed down at the bottom of the test tube, and it seems to be the same shade of the dark brown black with blue hints. And that is no reaction because we just added it into the spinner. The next step was copper oxide plus hydrochloric acid. It turns into copper chloride and water. Since hydrogen chloride was added, the solution returned the blue color it was before, and it's a double replacement going from copper oxide plus hydrochloric acid into copper chloride and water. In this next step, we have a video.
Pretty sure we did it right.
In the video, as you can see, it is copper chloride plus aluminum, and it turns into aluminum chloride plus copper. The aluminum foil is inserted into the solution, and after bubbles come and go, the foil gets a layer of copper on it, and it's single replacement going from copper chloride plus aluminum into aluminum chloride plus copper. Then the final step is making sure that it is copper. So you take copper plus nitric acid, which is the same thing as we did in the first step, and when nitric acid is added, brown smoke is emitted from the copper, just like in the first step, proving that we created copper. It's a synthesis reaction, just as it was in the first. And done.